now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities, and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another incredible episode of Vigilantes Radio Live right here on iHeartRadio. And I am your host, Dini. We have a very special guest for you guys. You could definitely want to stick around for that. And as a matter of fact, text your buddies, family members, or even share it on social media right now and let them know that we are about to dive deep into another interview. Before I bring my guest on, I do want to say that this is the frequency of the fearless. You know, the most powerful voices don't just sing, they shift the room, rewrite the mood, and dare you to feel something deeper. Today's guest is a living reminder that art can be both a mirror and a megaphone. She's blending eras, bending genres, and building spaces where music isn't just heard, it's experienced. You're not just here for a talk show, and this isn't just radio. This is revival for your mind, body, and spirit. This is Vigilantes Radio Live. My name is Coach Dini, and change is possible. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, let's go.
And all right. Again, welcome to the show. You're listening to VRL. That's Vigilantes Radio Live right here on iHeartRadio. And I am your host, Dini. Our interviews are designed to go beyond music, news, books, art, acting, films, technology, education, entrepreneurship, entertainment, spirituality, and even past that thing that we call the ego. Our interviews are designed to go behind the scenes and into the minds of these brilliant human beings. You know, the ones who are out there giving it their all for me, for you, and for the world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, she's not just creating music. She's creating worlds. Zoey Clarke is a genre-defying artist whose voice can soothe, ignite, and challenge all at once. From soulful ballads like Karma to the anthemic Solid. She blends R&B, doo-wop, and modern edge into a sound that's uniquely hers. As a certified DJ and founder of groundbreaking Atlanta events, she's as much as community architect as a performer, and her artistry is bold, her vision is fearless. So please join me in saying welcome, friend, to Zoey Clarke. Hey, welcome to the show.
Hey, how are you? Thank you so much for having me.
I'm doing well, Zoey. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. So we are excited to have you here with us tonight. And before we just really dive into everything, Zoey, what's been sitting on your heart or inspiring your thoughts most in these past few weeks?
You know, I've really just been in a space of growth and just wanting to develop my talent to the highest level. I've really enjoyed meeting a lot of people in person over the summer, having the chance to tour and really get out into the community in different aspects. So what's been on my heart has really just been making sure that I move my music to its highest potential and do my part in what's bigger than me.
You mentioned growth. Are there growing pains associated with that growth, or is it a smooth ride for you?
Oh, always. nothing is always going to go exactly as planned. And my music story is like anybody else's. It's been full of adventures. So yeah, you have to take the good with the bad and grow from all of it.
Indeed. So let's talk about your single. It's called Solid, and it's both vintage and fresh. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. How did you land on that mix of like 1960s doo-wop and modern R&B?
I just really love all genres of music, and when I got in the studio that day, I was really looking to just do something different. Of course, I wanted to make something relevant because I was working with people who were working with everyone, so I wanted to do something popular, but I also wanted to do something authentic to me, and that is just my style. I like to do things that are really tempo driven, and then I also like to do things that are fun musically.
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned working with some key people, some notable people. And people have to know you're just not a regular artist. Like, you really have some notches in your belt. And
Thank you.
One of the people you did work with was Penjamin Button. So what was it like working with him?
It was an amazing experience. They're writing for everyone that's on radio right now. So I was just honored to be in the pot and a part of, the list of people that they're giving this incredible music to. And I was floored that, even with them being so established, that I was able to be such a part of the creative process. They really cared about where my thoughts were with certain topics and how I wanted to express myself on relationships and love and different things like that. So it was a really cool process. It was easy to do because the beat was just amazing to all of us. As soon as we heard it, we knew that was like exactly what we wanted to work on. And Penjamin is just really easy to work with in that aspect. He's going to feed off of, where you want to go with everything. So it's a very smooth creative process, and I think we did something that, again, was just like authentic to how we felt that day.
So Solid is about emotional clarity. Can you share a time when you had to choose yourself over a relationship?
Oh, wow. I can think of that time shortly after my son was born, and just knowing that in any relationship that I had, I was going to have to put my goals, my music, and myself as a top priority. Mostly because I couldn't pour into anything or anybody unless my cup was full. So I had to pick me for sure to re-enter the business and to have my best hats on when it came to just maneuvering a post-pandemic industry. So definitely, a few years ago, getting back into the business was a time where I had to pick myself over relationships, romantic and otherwise.
Yeah. Getting back into the business, where did you go?
Well, I just took a break, and I think a lot of artists need one sometimes when you've been doing music or entertainment your whole life, like me. A lot of friends who maybe come from musical families, and it's like they've just always been doing gigging and performing. It's something you love and you're passionate about, but there's still so much industry, politics, and business that's involved. I just needed a break, So I took one for my mental health and for my creative health too, to be able to get inspired again and revisit why I even wanted to do music to begin with. I think it's important to reset, and that's where I'm at, to reset and get my mind together.
Yeah. When did you decide to come back, or what made you come back?
To speak about the pandemic, during the pandemic, a lot of people found my music online. I had released quite a few really big singles prior to the pandemic. One had a major feature with Fetty Wap, and just records that were floating and kind of slow burning, so to speak. And during the pandemic, a lot of people found my music and would write me messages about if I was going to get back into it, when they could get new music from me. I didn't have obviously millions of followers, so it was kind of overwhelming, positively, with so many people caring to encourage me, to do more music because they had found me online. And so I got a plaque from Pandora for 1 million streams, which was
Wow.
like not normal for an independent artist. And I just kind of took it as a sign that this was what I was meant to be doing. I wasn't promoting anything. I wasn't pushing a song actively, and I was still streaming and, independently making money off my music. So I did take that time to get with producers and writers and team members that I felt would, if I was going to get back into the business, support me in doing it on my own terms. And yeah, about 3 years ago, end of 2022, 2.5 years ago, I decided to drop original music and test the market to see if there was still a space for me, and it got well received, and we've just been going since then.
Yeah, congratulations on the plaque. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, I think streams are still very important. Even if we're fighting for the financial components of it all for artists, I think it's very important for us to acknowledge that people heard us. That's very important.
Indeed, indeed. I told you guys she wasn't a regular degler. So, Zoe, you just mentioned that, sometimes the financial aspects, especially in streaming music, isn't always what's suspected. It's your heart, it's your soul, it's your blood, sweat, and tears that are poured into these records, your experience. Um, Snoop Dogg made many points, so has many other artists, about the unfairness of the market in that aspect. But what keeps you positive about continually to put out music independently, even though the streams don't really pay you for your talent?
I think the music business has long time been a place where there's so many angles at which you can attack it. And I think there's just a stigma that there's only one way to skin this cat. You have to get a record deal. You have to be, the super famous artist in order to be successful. And it's just not true. So I found solace in just knowing that I'm multi-talented and that's okay. I can, one, music is not the end of my skill set. I'm also a DJ. I'm also a songwriter. I can make money in this business doing things other than being in front of the camera. And for the most part, that's just where I've been able to maneuver through this industry, has been tapping into the other things that I can do. And being an artist is a beautiful thing. If you're a performer, you don't ever lose that. If you know any performers, you know that they're always okay with getting back on stage because it's in them. But I've always found peace financially in just knowing that whether my music is up or down, or what I'm putting out is popular or not, if I'm working with popular people or not, that I just have the ability to push my music on my own, reach my people on my own as an independent artist. And if music is not striking, there's so many other aspects, from background vocals to voiceovers, just so many things that I can do in music as an artist instead.
Yeah, and you're not just a singer, you are a DJ too. What's the magic of blending live vocals with turntable skills, and what's like the wildest crowd reaction you've had doing both?
Well, let's be clear. Everybody who's a DJ do not have turntable skills. Just to be clear. And I'm from New York City, so I'm not going to let them eat me for lunch about this. I definitely respect the DJ and understand the power that the DJ has in terms of artists being heard. So that's definitely why DJing was so important to me. It originally started by being a Black pop artist in Atlanta and just having difficulty with people playing my music, So that was my way to solve my issue with that, so to speak. But the best blend, not necessarily turntable scratch or blend, but the best transition, there's a lot of sampling going on right now. And I think that just overall, I think the blend of new records, but pulling that sample out and showing this new generation about where that original record came from, those are the best blends for me right now. Just educating people on where the sample comes from has been very much a great part of 2025.
Indeed. I've seen you perform in a strip club, which is dope. That's dope. But, your shows have been called spiritual experiences. What's one moment on the stage where you truly felt the audience and you were on the same exact frequency?
No shade. The strip club can be spiritual. People are in there trying to have a good time. They're trying to live it up, and their mind is focused on enjoying themselves. So, I think performances are what you make them, no matter where they are. You know what I mean? If I'm performing in front of 5 people, I'm going to make it like I'm performing in front of State Farm Arena. And the location is not really the most important thing. It's the vibe of the people. It's the energy from the audience that really matters the most to me.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're about to jump into the record solid, and then we'll be right back with more. Zoey Clarke, stay tuned.
Hey.
Oh, I forgot to mention, we have a hot seat segment where she can perform for us if she wanted to. She could rap, sing, spoken word, tell us a joke, tell us a story from her life, play an instrument, give some advice, or do nothing at all. That's cool as well. But for right now, here it is, solid. Stay tuned.
Women say they want a man in particular. 6-figure, 6 foot with vehicular goals. But I say no, I need a little more. I'm not that concerned about what you contributed. Get that on my own. Are you genuine though? I need to know the color of your soul. So let me know, trying to find out the balance. Are you honest? Are you chilling where your kids at? You heal from trauma and how you treat your mama them. It's a lot of them. I just need you to be. You gotta be perfect, ain't gotta be. And you move it up and down I promise you and me could be. Baby, if you we can be. Ain't gotta be perfect, ain't gotta be. And you move it up and down I promise you and me could be. Baby, if you listen, I am protecting my peace. No grass, no snake. How consistent can you be? No cracks, no flakes. Yeah. Can you put it down and keep it there? There. I mean, look at me. It's giving, got it. It's giving, she can get whatever. And you know this. Ain't no slighting me. Gotta do the work. I can't settle, baby. Give me what I deserve. Let me know. Trying to find out the business. Are you honest? Are you chilling where your kids at? You heal from trauma and how you treat your mama them. It's a lot of them. I just need you to be. Ain't gotta be perfect, ain't gotta be. And you move it up and down I promise you and me could be. Baby, if you we can be. Ain't gotta be perfect, ain't gotta be. And you move it up and down I promise you and me could be. Baby, if you
All right. Welcome back again. That was the dope record. Solid. Let's go ahead and bring Zoey Clarke back. Hey, you're back live with us and in our hot seat. Are you going to perform for us?
Oh, goodness. I'm not gonna perform. I'm not gonna do that. I'm a vibe person. I like to, see who I'm performing to. So I think I'm gonna take you up on the option of telling a story. Since
Indeed,
we
we
were
love
speaking
stories.
on, it's a love story.
I said we love stories.
Oh, that's a love story. I was like, I don't know if I got a love story. But yeah, great. So I have one because it's something I experienced recently as a performer. And I definitely think I could probably inspire somebody with it. But we were speaking about music and inspiration and like where certain song titles come from. And I was performing and was experiencing a lot of like anxiety, like what they call panic attacks. And I would be on stage and then I would have to turn around and like take a deep breath. And I constantly was having my back to my audience because that was my way of like hiding to take these really deep breaths. And then eventually I just decided that I was going to just write a song about it. You know what I mean? And just put it into words, like what I was dealing with in terms of getting back into the business and how that was making me feel. And once I wrote these lyrics, they just kind of freed me from that whole thing, like the words of anxiety. For the people who care to dig a little deeper into my catalog and hear some original music, anxiety says I should have took my meds today, and I wouldn't be tripping. I wouldn't be tweaking. I wouldn't have anxiety. I should have took my meds today. Then I wouldn't feel different, and I wouldn't feel so distant and out my mind today. And I just think it's important, to take our experiences and turn them into art and then allow the ability to perform them and express ourselves to be like what heals us from things.
Love that. I love that. For young women coming up in music, especially as DJs and singers, or performers, or rappers, or any female that's entering to the game, what's the advice you wish you had earlier?
Surround yourself with people that believe in your vision as much as you do. It's very important to have a team of people that can go hard for you in your absence. And no one's going to go harder than you do about your own vision or understand what you're trying to execute better than you. But it's important to have the right team of people around you. And it shapes the things that you are a part of and the rooms you can sit in and just your overall confidence about your presentation as an artist. So if I could give advice to anybody entering the business, I would say the music is the easy part because you're talented. Get your team together, get your budget in order, and make sure that you are clear on your plan in the business.
Indeed. Zoey, where can our listeners connect with you on the internet and check out more music?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Please check out go down a rabbit hole with my music. I hope you enjoy yourself. You're going to find some pop. You're going to find some R&B. There's going to be some EDM in there. And I hope you enjoy every part of it, all the seasons of my music so far at ZoeyClarke.com. If you want to get corporate information on my social media handles, it's Zoey with a Y, Clarke with an E, at Zoey_Clarke on everything.
All right, listeners, just in case you need those links, I will have them in the description of this episode and in the show notes. So all you guys have to do is just click the links and vibe with Zoey Clarke. She didn't just talk about music today. She gave us a masterclass in authenticity, courage, and vision. We explored the making a solid balance between turniness and strength and the power of community platforms. She has 400 Northside and the beauty of merging DJ mastery with vocal artistry. Zoey, your artistry proves you're not just building songs, because solid is pretty dope. You're building spaces for healing and joy. So listeners, go stream Solid and follow Zoey Clarke everywhere. Be sure to subscribe to Vigilantes Radio Live. Leave us a rating, share the episode. And until next time, stay solid. Thank you so much, Zoey.
Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Take care.
Peace to all. My name is Deanie, and I am the host of Vigilantes Radio Live. I think that we are beyond just asking cool questions and getting cool responses. I think that we are here as creatives to provide an example that you can do things different outside of expectations, because some of us simply were not born into the club. but there is perhaps a door, window, or back gate that we can leave a clue for you to get into. Life is short, but there are plenty of moments to try and get it right. Pursuing your dreams and learning from mistakes may be tough, but regret is tougher. To book your interview, email us at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. That's a V as in victorious. Or visit onlyonemediagroup.com. I'm counting on you. Heaven, we all are counting on you to step into your purpose and your passion. You are listening to Vigilantes Radio Live on iHeartRadio, providing you with an opportunity to dive deeper.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com.